It's not a purge. If your acne exploded after starting benzoyl peroxide, stop scrolling and listen carefully. Because what you're about to do next could determine whether these breakouts heal or leave you with some of the deepest acne scars you've ever had. You've probably been told it's just purging. Push through. It gets worse before it gets better. But what if that's completely wrong? What if your treatment isn't clearing your acne? What if it's actually creating a second type of acne? I want you to take a deep breath. This is not your fault, and it isn't proof you're a complicated or untreatable case. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you a simple mirror test that will tell you whether you're experiencing a genuine purge or whether your skin barrier is breaking down and you need to stop your acne treatment immediately. Hi there, my name is Cheryl Woodman. I'm a scientist, acne expert, and award-winning skincare formulator, here to help you get back to your clear, calm, confident skin. I'm guessing you're here because you have an instinct. This benzoyl peroxide purge you're experiencing doesn't feel right. You've been told to push through it, but it feels wrong. It feels like pushing through is making your skin angrier, redder every day, and you're waking up to more angry breakouts, and your gut tells you this isn't right. Everything's about to make sense, and I'm here to tell you, you should trust that you know your skin best. So what is going on here? How does an acne treatment designed to get rid of acne start causing you heartbreaking acne flares and an increased risk of deep scarring? In a few minutes, you'll know the answer. But first, let me show you what's actually happening beneath your skin because it explains everything. See, benzoyl peroxide has an exfoliating effect on the skin, and that means it has potential to cause you a real purge. A purge is when your skin's natural exfoliating rate quickly speeds up, and as a consequence, your pores become temporarily clogged. That causes you more breakouts, but most women experiencing a benzoyl peroxide purge are actually experiencing a fake benzoyl peroxide purge, and no one tells you this. No one tells you the risk is much greater that you'll experience a fake purge versus a real one. And it's because benzoyl peroxide does something ruthless to the healthy parts of your skin. Most women often notice it long before the extra breakouts appear, and most completely ignore it because nobody tells them it's important. Keep that in mind because it becomes one of the biggest clues in the simple mirror test later. Okay, so see this science quote. It beautifully outlines this dark side of benzoyl peroxide. Before I dive into this with you, you should know the main way benzoyl peroxide works is like those Daleks from Doctor Who. Okay, bear with me while I explain. Do you remember how metallic and scary they are and how their faceless metal chambers glided around shouting, "Exterminate, exterminate, exterminate"? I literally was so terrified as a kid, and we're talking about 30 years ago now. That was super low quality TV and no CGI, yet they still terrified me. It was this idea of not being able to reason with them, that they just had one objective: to kill everything in sight. Well, benzoyl peroxide is like those Daleks. It exterminates everything around it. It wipes out the acne causing bacteria, wipes out the good bacteria, wipes out the strains of acne bacteria that don't cause acne and are actually good for your skin. It nukes everything. And that's why if your acne is purely bacterial, it can show some clearing of acne. But benzoyl peroxide has a similar temperament to those Daleks and is incredibly aggressive. That's because benzoyl peroxide, like the first part of this science quote tells us, is a strong oxidant. Oxidants destroy things. They're the opposite of antioxidants. And if you read on with me, that means benzoyl peroxide can irritate the skin, leading to contact dermatitis. This next word beginning with P, this is a fancy science way of saying itching. Then there's erythema, which is a fancy science way of saying redness. There's dryness, and desquamination, another fancy way of saying skin shedding. Our scientists love these fancy words, eh? And then there's this sentence, the one that reveals how benzoyl peroxide can trigger a hidden inflammatory chain reaction that gives you a completely new type of breakout. So let me read this line with you. These reactions not only compromise the user experience, but may also exacerbate skin problems. It's right there in black and white that the irritation benzoyl peroxide causes can worsen acne. This, my friend, is the birth of what I call barrier breakdown acne. And it may now be one of your secondary acne types, but don't panic. It is very normal to have a primary acne type and multiple secondary types. The important thing is to know your combination of acne types, because only then can you truly start healing. So I have a free acne types guide that will help you discover your specific combination, and you can download it for free with the link that I'm leaving in the description. Once you have your copy, it'll take you just 1 minute to understand your acne types stack. That's when you can start healing for good this time. So here's where most acne advice gets dangerously oversimplified, because 2 women can experience more breakouts after starting benzoyl peroxide, and one should keep going while the other should stop immediately. The difference comes down to 4 questions, and we're about to go through them together, because that advice you might have been given to just push through the purge could be so wrong for you. If you've been given that advice and are truly doubting it, please give this video a like so more women can feel this relief and break free from the dark side of benzoyl peroxide. If you've done that, thank you so much. When I work with women in my Acne Warrior program to heal their acne naturally, like Dahlia, like Megan, and like Savannah, we do everything possible to avoid a purge, because purging is likely to cause the deepest acne scarring you've ever experienced. And in my decade plus of working with women struggling with acne, you do not have to go through a purge to heal your acne. I never want a woman I work with to go through worse acne flares, because what's the point when you don't need to? The impact on someone's confidence can be huge. So you need to know the simple mirror test you can do right now to discover if it's really a benzoyl peroxide purge you should push through, or if it's a barrier breakdown acne and you should abandon that treatment as fast as if it were the smelliest fart you ever dropped. So go to the mirror right now and complete this quick test. Here are the 4 questions you need to answer. Firstly, look at your skin in the mirror. Don't lean in, stand the normal distance you would away from me, and answer this question for me. Are you seeing breakouts in places you never had them before? Take a look. If you are, that's 1 tick against the potential that this is barrier breakdown acne. Secondly, think back and answer this question. How soon after you started the treatment did it feel like something wasn't right? How soon did it feel like your skin flared up or got grumpier? Was it less than a week ago? Or within just a few days? If it was either of these, that's another tick against barrier breakdown acne. And feel free to pause this video while you have a think about it. If it was over a week later, then that's a tick against purging. Okay, so thirdly, depending on how long it's been since you started this benzoyl peroxide treatment, are you still breaking out after 6 to 8 weeks of treatment? If you are, and it feels like it's only getting worse, that's a double tick next to barrier breakdown acne. And if it's starting to get better at the 6 to 8 week time point, that's a tick for purging. And finally, question 4, look at your skin in the mirror. Look at the skin in between the breakouts. Does it look redder, look dull, dehydrated? And does the skin tone look more uneven? Now close your eyes and think about how your skin is feeling. Are you conscious of your skin? I mean, can you feel it in an uncomfortable way? Are there stinging and burning sensations? If you're nodding to any of these symptoms, that's another tick for barrier breakdown acne. If your skin looks a-okay and pretty happy and even, apart from the increase in breakouts, then that's a tick for purging. Now, how many ticks do you have against barrier breakdown acne? And how many ticks do you have against purging? Let me know in the comments. Whichever column has the most ticks, that's your likely diagnosis. And if it's barrier breakdown acne, you need to chuck that acne treatment in the bin and focus on emergency skin barrier healing. But before you breathe a sigh of relief, there's something you need to know. Because the next treatment many women end up taking after benzoyl peroxide can create an entirely new problem. One that's quietly making more and more women feel like they're a complicated case, like nothing works, like their acne keeps coming back no matter what they try. It's called super acne. And if you don't understand how it develops, you could accidentally increase your chances of treatment-resistant acne without even realizing it. That's exactly what I reveal in this next video. Click here and I'll show you the dangerous mistake doctors, derms, and prescription acne services are still making with antibiotics. And if you don't see that video live just yet, click this subscribe button, turn on notifications, and I'll see you in a week.